prompt, you need to understand what a prompt is. So I'm going to give you a simple hack for all of us that are using ChatGPT in this room. One, pay the $20 and get ChatGPT Plus, because you're not going to be able to leverage what I'm going to share with you today. So here's what I'll do. If I'm a lecturer, for example, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur or creator, one of the things I want to do is to design what you call a master prompt. So I would go in there and say, I am Isaac, I am a lecturer of Victoria University. I'd like you to create for me the kind of questions and answers you think that you would ask me if you were a lecturer, and what the things that you'd expect from a student. And what it's going to do is it's going to create for you typical questions. What should the curriculum be like? Okay. What should be the course load? What modules are you looking like? Then after you've designed that, you say, now, basically what you've done is you've created a profile in ChatGPT, paid for. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to create what you call a system prompt. And you're going to ask it, what kind of output would you expect basing on what you've shared with me? And what it's going to do now is it's going to create for you a model or a behavior basing on what you've shared. The third thing you want to do is to customize, right? Communicating to these platforms, you want to tell it, look, much as I'd like the output you're going to give to me, I'd like you to think of me as a person who is, and this is a shortcut that I usually want to do. I usually go and upload my LinkedIn profile and say, this is typically who I am, but I'd like you to just go and study this information. The fourth thing that you want to do is create folders. So within ChatGPT, you can actually create subfolders, and when you go back, you're not communicating afresh, but you're clicking on a folder and you're communicating within that folder. The fifth thing that you're going to also do is to create what you call a canvas. So most of us will go into ChatGPT and start chatting on a dashboard. When you're creating a prompt, say, I'd like you to create this information in a canvas. So what it's going to do is it's going to split your screen into two, and it's going to create a chat section and a canvas section. Now, the difference between the two is if you're using the chat section, normally it's spitting out content as you type, spitting out content as you type. With the canvas, it's simply iterating what you've shared. So if you say that I'm a lecturer, I'd like you to create for me a curriculum, and I'd like you to re-edit what you've shared, it's not going to spit more content. It's going to customize that content. The last thing here that I'd like to share is that you can actually learn to customize or create bots for yourself. So let's say that the university wanted to create a digital marketing course, and you don't have a resource to do that. Within there, you can actually go to the settings and click personalize and say create a bot. Now, when you're creating the bot, you can actually upload, like I said, your LinkedIn profile and say, basing on this information, I'd like you to create for me 4 custom questions that are going to be shown on the canvas that this person is going to leverage. And that is how you're going to be able to communicate. Thank you.
Sounds like quite the process. And process is the